How's things? Great. It's good. It's good. It's better than bad. That wasn't even a joke. I love coming up here and saying, hey, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing tonight? And that is usually the answer I get. Woo! And it's a really bizarre kind of response. Because if I was ever walking up to somebody on the street, like, hey guys, I'm Matt, how are you? Woo! Geez, what are you guys doing? So COVID was a thing that I don't want to talk about, so I won't. Vacations. You guys used to go on vacations? Have you guys been on vacation in a while? Anyone? Yeah? I didn't go on vacation for a long time because my wife would be like scrolling through whatever, Instagram, and be like, oh look, Jimmy's going to Mexico. What a piece of shit. Because you're not supposed to go anywhere during the mandates and all the lockdown and stuff. And so we didn't go anywhere either because we didn't want to be the people who were like, hey, look at the piece of shit that we did. So we didn't go. But we're probably going to be going someplace this winter. Do you guys get away anywhere?
Florida.
Florida? That's kind of like Mexico. I've been to Mexico once, a couple times actually, and what a racist place. Right, so like, hear me out. So we get to the resort, and it's beautiful, right? And of course, they're putting their best foot forward and showing off like how nice things are, all inclusive. And we're like, oh, look. But how racist is this? All of the groundskeepers and gardeners were Mexican. Like, that's stereotype, unbelievable. And then it gets worse than that. We went on a scuba diving excursion. So we paid for the little trip to go out on the little boat. I know what you're thinking. I could have went to the dollar store and bought a snorkel for like $1 that had not previously been drooled on by 500 people. But no, I'm not that way. So we went out on this little boat, jump in the water, and I'm watching these fish swim by, and I'm like, oh, there's this one little guy, and I'm like, because I'm drowning. But then this little fish comes over to me, he's about the size of my hand, and I'll never forget his smug little face. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. And he bit me in the leg. And so I come to the mic, and ow! I exclaim dramatically. And the guy in the boat, he says, hey, what that been? I guess he was from Quebec. And so I told him what happened. I got bit by a fish. And so he tells me, well, Senor, the tourists, they feed the fish. Get this. The fish thought you were a cracker. Wow! I totally know what it feels like to be black almost. Not quite. I'm so white. Clearly, look at me. It's very visible. I can't even, I'm not a good slang slinger even. When I say stuff, I say it like, what is up? And like, I'm so terrible at it. And you heard what is up. On my side, in my head, what I'm hearing is, it's even worse. What is vertically superior to yourself? Canine? My male sibling? May I receive a pardon me? It's really hot up here, actually. I'm kind of, this isn't the show you were expecting, was it? So excuse me for a second. So, snow's coming, and I've realized snow is one of two things. It's either precipitation or Zamboni poop. So I gotta get a new phone, thinking about, what am I thinking about? You guys don't want to be in there. But I gotta get a new phone. And because every time I do something, I try to do something, it doesn't respond properly, but I really don't want to get one, because all the new things, the buttons are gonna be in different places, the operating system's gonna be different, and I just don't want to have to go learning over again. I already know what I gotta do, don't make me do it again. My wife always says, you're getting old. You're so afraid of change. It's what an old person does. And nobody likes change. We're creatures of habit. We're human. Nobody likes change unless you're homeless. I talk about homeless. I've been practicing making things disappear lately. No, hear me out. Hear me out. Because I've got a little guy at home, and so we try to make little silly little magic tricks. So I'm putting like a coin in my hand, and doing the whole like, oh look at that, it's in your hand, your ear thing. And the term for making something disappear in your hand is called palming. So you're palming it so it disappears. But when a homeless guy walks up to you and says, hey man, can I bum a smoke? I'm like, why do you want to put it there?
Matt Martin, everybody. Your next comic is